సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి ఫర్ మోర్ అప్డేట్స్ బెల్ ఐకాన్ క్లిక్ చేయండి ప్లీజ్ లైక్ అండ్ షేర్ చేసి కామెంట్ చేయండి
Stepper motor interfacing with 8051 microcontroller. Generally, stepper motor is a brushless DC motor. Stepper motor is a brushless DC motor, which can be rotated in small angles. These angles are called steps. For example, these are all steps. This is the stepper motor. Let us consider this is the stepper motor. These are all steps. Stepper motor is a brushless DC motor which can be rotated in small angles. These angles are called steps. These angles are called steps. Generally, stepper motor use 200 steps. These type of steps are 200 steps to complete 360-degree rotation. For example, there are 200 steps to complete 360 degrees rotation. It means it's rotate 1.8 degree per one step. That means 200 steps complete 360 degree rotation. One step is complete rotation is 360 upon 200, that is the 1.8 degree per each step. Stepper motor used in many devices with needs precise rotational movement like robots, antennas, hard drives. Stepper motors are used in robots, antennas and hard drives. Once again, stepper motor is a brushless DC motor which can be rotated in small angles. These angles are called steps. There are 200 steps in stepper motor. The 200 steps to complete 360 degree rotation, it means 1.8 degree per step. That means 200 steps to complete the 360 degrees. One step is completed 360 upon 200, that means 1.8 degree. So these stepper motor used in many devices like robots and antennas and hard drives. Stepper motors are two types. First one is the unipolar stepper motor. Second one is the bipolar stepper motor. Unipolar stepper motor generally has 5 or 6 wire in which 4 wires are one end of 4 stator coils. Other end of the all 4 coils is tied together, which represents 5th wire. So unipolar stepper motor has 5 or 6 wires. In 5 or 6 wires, the 4 wires are one end of 4 wire attached with the stator coils, and other end of these four wires is connected with the fifth wire. Okay, that is called as common wire or common point. Generally there are two common wire formed by the connecting one end of two coils, as shown this figure. As shown in this figure, this is the rotor, these are stator windings, these are stator windings. There are, for example, there are 6 wires or 5 wires. In 5 or 6 wires there are 4 wires. One end of the 4 wires connected with the stator coils. These stator coils, and another end of these 4 coils is connected with the fifth wire. This fifth wire is called as common wire and common point. Generally there are two common wire formed by connecting one end of two coils. Okay. Next, in bipolar stepper motor, there are just 4 wires. Coming out from two sets of coils. In bipolar there are 4 wires. There are 4 wires. This is the A, this is the C, this is the B, this is the D. This is the rotor. In bipolar stepper motor, just 4 wires coming out from two sets of coils. Are no common wire here. Okay. Stepper motor is made of the stator. These are all stators. And rotors. Rotor, that means rotator. Stator represents the 4 electromagnetic coils. Generally stepper motor is made of stator and rotator. Stator represents the 4 electromagnet coils. Which remains stationary around the rotator. So this is the rotator. These are all stators. These stators are stationary around the rotator, and rotator represents permanent magnet which rotates. This is the represents permanent magnet. This is the rotates. This is the represents the permanent magnet. So these stators are rotate around the rotator. These are stators are rotate around the rotator. This is the rotator. This rotator represents the permanent magnet. Whenever the coils energized by applying the current, the electromagnetic field is created. So whenever these coils, the electromagnetic field is applied here, the resulting rotation of rotator, this is the permanent magnet. Coils should be energized in a particular sequence to make rotate. On the basis of this sequence, you can divide the working method of unipolar stepper motor in 3 modes. wave drive mode. In bipolar stepper motor there are three modes: wave drive mode, wave drive mode, and full step drive mode, and off step drive mode. Off step drive mode. Okay. This is the rotator. This is the rotator. Rotator represents the permanent magnet. Permanent magnet. These stators. These stators. Okay. This is the A. This is the B. This is the supply. This is the supply. This is the connected. This is the supply. Next. This is the supply. This is the D. This is the C. So this is the unipolar stepper motor. This is the unipolar stepper motor. Okay. This type of stepper motor is commonly referred to as a four-phase unipolar stepper motor. This is the four-phase unipolar stepper motor. Okay. Next. It has total 6 leads. It has total 6 leads. Winding A. This is the winding A. This is the winding B. This is the winding C. This is the winding C. 6 leads. 4 leads representing the 4 stators. 4 leads. A, B, C, D. This is the B. It has a total 6 leads. 4 leads representing the 4 stator windings. So here 2 commons for the center tapped leads. 2 common or center tapped leads. Okay, as the sequence of power is supplied the stator windings. Okay, then it is represented by some truth table. Here steps, 4 steps, 1 2 3 4. Winding A, winding B, winding C, winding D. Step 1, double 1. This is the step 1, double 1, double 0. In step 2, 0 double 1 0. In step 3, 0 0 double 1. Step 4, 1 0 0 1. This is the truth table is represented as the stepper motor. There are several widely used sequence, it's different degrees, and here 4 steps sequence. First 2 ones, second 2 ones, 3 2 ones, starting ending ones. Okay, it must be noted, although we can start with the sequence 1 2 3 4 sequence. 8051 connection to stepper motor. This is the unipolar stepper motor. This is the rotator. Rotator is in some box. These stators. stators. These two stators are connected with the supply voltage. Supply voltage here supply voltage is 5 volts. Supply voltage is the 5 volts. Next, this is the connected complementary. This is the connected with complementary. Connected with complementaries. Okay, these are all in ULN box. This is also ground. This is also power supply 5 volts. These are all connected with the resistors. These are all connected with the resistors. These are all connected with the resistors. This is the plus 5 volts. This resistor 4.7, this 4.7, 4.7, 4.7. This is the ULN 2003. These are all connected with the P 1.0. This is the P 1.1. This is the P 1.2. This is the P 1.3. This is the diagram of the 8051 connections to stepper motor. This is the unipolar stepper motor. Use an ohmmeter. Use an ohmmeter to measure the resistance. To measure the resistance of these 4 leads. Ohmmeter measure the resistance of these 4 leads. This should identity which COM leads connected to which winding leads. Which winding leads? These are all winding leads. CMOS. See. Okay. The common wires are connected to the positive side of the power supply. Positive side of this is to the common wire. This is to the common wire side of the power supply, motors power supply. With many motors, plus 5 volts is sufficient. The four leads of the stator windings. This is the stator winding. This is the stator winding. The 4 leads stator windings are controlled by the 4 bits of 8051 port. 8051 port. 4 bits. 8051 4 bits. P1.0, P1.1, P1.2, P1.3. Okay. These are all connected with the ULN drive. ULN box. This is the ULN drive. ULN 2003 drive. Okay. However, notice that the transistors are used as drivers. used transistors used as drivers, we must also use diodes to take care of inductive current generating. Okay, one reason that using ULN 2003 is preferable to the use of transistor drivers. This is the totally stepper motor interfacing with 8051 microcontroller.